Hello and welcome to the Townet update for August, and it's the business team. So without further ado, let's pass it over to Kilian for his update this month.
Yes, thanks and hi everybody. So this month was quite eventful with lots of different tasks to be worked on. First, we did some refinements for the article that went out on MarkTech Posts about Tau language. So MarkTech Posts is a platform for more AI-related content. So exactly our target group there. And the article launched a couple of weeks ago. If you look at our pinned announcements, you will find it. Same goes for Twitter. Then I also, together with Fola, we worked on some refinements to the Agorilla meme mascot that we are working on, as well as related stickers. It's a process that takes some time because we're going back and forth with the design. But now we've basically come to an end result and working or having that design agency work on stickers that we propose to them. I've also generated some images for the website that Igor wanted because we're updating the website in certain ways. And worked on the ambassador program that we also want to put on the website as a way for any one of you in the community to become a little bit more closer involved with the project and get rewarded for your efforts, so to say. I also started aggregating various AI podcasts that are out there and started reaching out to them. The goal is to get hosted on these podcasts. So far the response rate wasn't as great. We haven't gotten any booked slot yet, so to say, but hopefully that will change. I've also took part in discussions together with Fola and our external design agency with regards to our brand archetype. There were some really interesting discussions. I'm sure Fola is going to tell you more about it. Then Fola, I and Karim, we had a discussion about the current progress towards Tau language, just to reassure myself personally about the current state towards it, and also about the marketability of that progress. And it seems that we are progressing well. I'm sure Karim will also dive deeper into it. But basically one milestone that has been completed is the strong normalization. And we've crafted an article on that matter, and that one should be published quite soon. I've also followed up with CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko to update the circulating supply, which still hasn't gone through. So it's a continuous back and forth, trying to get a hold of them, first of all, getting responses from them, and then figuring out what exactly they need for that matter. I've also handled the payments for the recent community contest Igor organized, and worked with Fola on updated numbers for the business model to include in the deck that we send out to VCs. And that's it from me. Just last but not least, community member of the month. This time is Dana Edwards for continuously every month coming up with really good questions for the monthly Q&A. So thank you, and see you soon.
All right, fantastic, Kilian. And I'll throw it over to Igor for his update this month.
Thank you, Fola, and hello, everyone. So, for this month, I was working on a couple of different aspects of the design. First of all, is the assets that we use for Luca video, cover, thumbnails for articles, and all the other design elements that happen, including the prize competition that was just released this week. So, but also very important part is the update of the two pages. One is the About Us page and the Tau language research page. So the About Us page has been redesigned fully, and you can see that in the footer, including the Tau language research page that now includes and also has a track history of the TABA document. So now you will be able to see from the start of the first TABA document to the last one that we will be releasing as the time passes by. So we also had some changes on the Tau page and redesign of the circulating supply of the Agoras page, and that's all currently available on our website. And we also updated the pitch deck, as Kilian previously explained. I also provided some of the stuff that I needed for my further edits on the pitch deck to make sure that everything works out fine. As previously it was a little bit messy, but now all works and easy to be edited. I also working with the one of the developers and SEO managers, for that matter, to fix the file icon for our website. For now, if you go and look into the logical AI and you search that on Google, you will be able to see that TalNet is on the first page, and we're just waiting for the fail icon to be installed there. And the biggest task for this month was the TalNet page. So this page is fully designed, and currently with the web developer, we're just waiting for him to finish the last couple of bits, hoping that this page will be done and ready by the time you see this video. And just to say that we're probably going to make a couple more edits before we release this, but it's very, very close. And there are a couple other tasks that are currently on my field. One of them is the notification bell. I already made some design parts that we're going to include. That it will probably need some backend work on this, so we'll see how the implementation will go. And also the Tao language webpage. I already have the first draft, something I will be working in a couple of next couple of weeks, and pretty much that's my whole month. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much, guys. And so I am very, very excited about what's happening on the marketing side. The more market research we do at the moment, the more we uncover that a lot of people don't believe that the kind of logical AI that we are building at TalNet is possible. And that makes it even more interesting to us to bring something like this to fruition and show people rather than just tell people, because we've been telling people for a little while now and we've gotten better at telling the story. And over time, we've been able to minimize, truncate in a big way what TalNet actually is and how TalNet actually works. And this whole story process has really led us to, being able to talk about logical reasoning and doing it in a way in which encapsulates all of TalNet and all of how TalNet works from a governance perspective, from a development perspective, from the applications on top of TalNet, and so on. And it's actually led us into now having a much better branding and marketing process that will be coming out as we develop TalNet even more. So, as Kilian mentioned, we have been working with our external designers who have really helped us along the way. These are the guys who created the TalNet logo and the Tau logo. Not the guys who created the Agoras logo, but made some additions to the current Agoras logo from the type perspective. So what these guys have done is that they've really looked at the brand archetype of what TalNet actually is. And, we were looking at what we were, and we had some ideas of what we thought we were. And when we explained it to them, they come up with something which really shocked us. And we looked at our brand archetype and we came out as an explorer. And there are other brands like Jeep and North Face which fit in this archetype. And you wouldn't, when they told us that, I was personally quite shocked, because I wouldn't put ourselves nowhere near brands like Jeep or North Face. But when you think about brands that are asking people to use their tool and create new things, things that have never been done before. In the case of TalNet, this is a completely new tool that's never been created before. It's not just like a jacket or a car. But we're also saying to people that this is something that even we can't picture how this tool will be used, but we want people to use it to their fullest extent and create new industries. And that's what we believe will come out on the back end of TalNet. So when we look at it from that perspective, we have this brand archetype of the explorer. And one of the things that I asked Kilian to do was to look at other brands that were in this same archetype. And other brands that popped up were brands like SpaceX. And that resonated with us a lot, because these are guys that are taking industries and they're taking it much further. Because, if you look at the space industry, you've got people like NASA, but NASA isn't really regarded as a company which is pushing the limits anymore. It once was, but it now isn't. And very much in the same vein, that is what TalNet is doing. We are taking something which is in software development, something that is a very old industry, but we are bringing something very, very new to this world. On the other side of things, we are still working on the fundraising. I've been making a lot of tweaks. As Kilian mentioned, we've done a lot of tweaks, and things have gone a lot better in terms of how we are perceived from a fundraising perspective. I still believe that we're going to be wrapping up this round quite soon, and it's going to require us to have the demo in place. But that doesn't mean that we can't still refine our strategy in terms of how we go about this and who we're going to be speaking to and who we want funding from. So that's still on the cards, and that's still something we're working on. So another thing that you guys have mentioned on Telegram is the addition of a new member of staff who's going to be replacing Carolina. So right now, a lot of the copywriting is actually being done with the current team. Sorry, the new Townet product page, the new Tau product page, and the Tau language page. That's all been done by the current team. So we haven't actually had any slowdown from that offboarding of Carolina. But we do really, really want to bring on someone who can not just replace Carolina, but can take us much further. And I think once we have all our ducks in a row in terms of how we communicate Townet, I think we're going to be able to actually attract better talent, which is one of the reasons I've actually been holding off a little bit in terms of pulling the trigger on the next person who comes on board, is because I know for a fact that we can cover what Carolina can already do. And once we have our ducks in a row in terms of the website and our communication, we're actually going to be attracting even better talent. And that better talent is going to take us so much further than we have been before. All right. And that about wraps it up for the business team update. Remember that we have a competition going on right now for 200 Agoras to multiple people. First of all, you have to like and subscribe to this video. You have to subscribe to our other socials. That's X, that's on Telegram, that is the Reddit. That's Townet Agoras on Reddit. That's Townet AGRS on Reddit. That's the subreddit. And tell us why you love Townet. Just in your own words. You haven't got to tell us what Townet is. Just tell us why you love this project. And we're going to be selecting the best answers in our minds as to who should get 200 Agora bonuses. So yeah, please stay tuned for more updates on that. And like and subscribe to all of our socials. Cheers. Bye.